nego ajmo mi pojesti nešto. Odmah ovdje kod susjede. Eto ga, gore kafanica. I idemo lijepo na centar svijeta. Uglavnom vi platite ulazak da dođete ovdje, da vidite taj neki kao nulti meridijan svijeta, Ekvador, evo ga tamo u daljini. Ali uglavnom to nije nulti meridijan šta već, 0,0 stupnjeva, već je to bilo malo krivi proračun pa su zeznuli. Ne znam da li su bili pijani, kako su mjerili, ali uglavnom 10 godina su proveli mjereći.
This is the museum, the Intiñan is the fake and the measure is the 004.
Okay.
130 meter wrong. The real Equator and the middle street. Look at the street, the crossing the car, exactly the Equator.
Okay.
And the minerosa, the tree, exactly the GPS, the 000.
Okay.
The monument 008, the Intiñan 004, and the real Equator, the ugly, the middle, the street.
Exactly here.
The street.
This one.
Yeah, this one, the crossing
Okay.
the car.
Huh.
The museum is the fake.
Cool.
And the see the chick, the golden and the eggs and the balance, this is fake.
Thank you for the information. I didn't know that.
No
Didn't know that.
recommendation, the other museum. No,
Huh.
this is the...
Okay, thank you.
Okay, guys, sir.
Hasta luego.
Now, my friends, welcome to Ecuador. Welcome to Intiñan Museum. My name is Leonardo, and I will be your quick guide.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. Where do you come from?
Croatia.
Croatia. Welcome to Ecuador.
Thank you.
Now, you know, many people wonder where is the accurate spot of latitude zero, right?
One dude on the road told me now it's on the road, not in here.
Exactly, because if you have the commercial satellites show us the 4 seconds here and 0 in the parking
Yeah,
lot.
yeah,
And if you go to the other monument that you have the
Yeah,
camera,
yeah.
you can see the big dome.
yeah. I was there.
That also is the historical one.
Yeah,
Miscalculation.
Yeah, yeah.
But now, why we said that this is the actual one? Because since 2000, we bought the license to use a military GPS.
Ah, okay.
And you know, a military code is more accurate. And you can also choose in your iPhone. I will use my Android. And I want to show you. Look, every device comes with this code, WGS84.
Okay.
So also show us 4 seconds, right?
Yeah.
But now I will switch to the military code. The code is this, ED50. That comes from Spain.
Ah, yeah. Almost
Zero,
Yeah,
look at how it's moving.
Yeah. Almost accurate.
So 0 degrees, 0 minutes, 0 seconds, and only 47 because you know planet spins faster.
Yeah.
But this 47 milliseconds is less than 1. So according with a military GPS, this is the accurate spot.
Más o menos.
Más
Más
o
o menos.
menos. But now, according history, our ancestors, Kitus,
Yeah.
said when the sun rises from east and the sun set west,
Yeah.
the
Here.
sun draw a straight line above their heads.
Yeah.
So that's why they said the sun god, our father, is showing us the center of this big valley.
Okay.
So that's why they call us Kitu Jakta.
But wait, it took them 10 years to locate this place,
More
right?
than 10 years.
More than 10 years.
Exactly. This
Okay.
I'm talking about centuries ago.
Oh, yeah. Because I saw something. Researchers came, and they were getting busy of discovering the real line. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Exactly. So our indigenous people, they said the sun god divide them in the middle. That's why they call this valley Kitu.
Valley Kitu.
From our Safiki language, that is the mother language of Quechua, those are
Valley of
indigenous
Kitu.
language. Ki means center and To means land.
Okay.
So that's why they call us center of the land, because they believe they were in the middle of the center.
Okay.
And now here we have a calendar.
Okay.
And this was used by the indigenous people, and they said the shadow represent the cold time.
Okay.
Because where there's no shadow is the hot time. You come from Croatia,
Yeah.
that is in the north. And
Southern Europe.
South of
Southeast Europe. Yeah.
Yeah, but in the northern hemisphere of the earth. So right now you are in spring.
Okay.
While the southern countries, if we have a friend from Australia, probably he will tell, no, I'm in autumn.
Yeah.
Because now we have seasons.
Yeah,
But Kitus, they don't knew the seasons. So they said where the shadow is located means planting time.
Okay.
So by 6 months we plant, and when the shadows switch, we start to harvest. Here we have a sundial.
Okay.
And maybe the sun shines more you are about to see the shadow of this index in this area.
Yeah, a little
Okay.
bit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
But 6 months only here, and the other 6 months will be here.
Okay,
So the indigenous people, they use the piece of a stone as a sundial.
okay.
They said when the shadow is this in the area, it's morning. When the shadow is in the center, noon. And when the shadow is in this area, afternoon. What time do you have in your device?
1457.
Let's see, look. We have
1458.
1458. And here, look, we have 255. It's not accurate.
Okay.
Why we have a little difference of minutes? Because our ancestors, they use the sun in order to know the time of the day.
Okay.
While we are using the commercial time created
Yeah.
by scientists.
Yeah.
So scientists make us believe that the real time is 24 hours when it's not.
How much is the real hour? The real day?
3 hours and 56 minutes.
Huh, okay.
That's why daily we miss 4 minutes.
Okay, so which year would be today?
Today we miss like 5 minutes right now.
Okay.
But that's the reason why scientists gives up something extra every 4 years. And do you know what it is?
We changed the date, this in February.
Exactly. So we
Yeah.
have the leap year.
Yeah.
So the leap year exists in order to catch up the little minutes daily.
Okay, okay.
Let's talk about science.
Okay.
Maybe many people wonder how or where the water goes in different directions here in Ecuador.
Ja. Evo gdje je Norveška. Just a second.
great.
Norveška. I live in Norway. Norway. Here.
Here, exactly.
Evo, ja živim ljudi moji kod šarafa ovdje na globusu, otprilike. Skoro kraj šarafa na globusu. A rođen sam ovako, ne ovdje Ukrajina, ovdje sam rođen, tu je Hrvatska, Croatia. In here, I was born here. I live here in Norway, approximately this place. Yeah,
Wow.
Bergen, next to the screw.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So you live in the flattened part of the earth.
pretty much. Rainy part of the world.
Okay, so now look. Have you heard about Coriolis effect?
No.
No? Let me tell you. This word Coriolis describes the deflections of currents of winds and water in our earth. For
Okay.
example, if we are in Norway
Yeah,
and we pull the plug of
Okay.
any sink, the water will spin.
okay,
If we do the same thing in south, the water is spin in the opposite direction.
okay,
But if you pull the plug in the center,
Yeah.
nothing happens.
okay.
Why is this? Because this scientist, the Coriolis, studied the motion of the earth, and you know the earth is not perfectly round.
Yeah.
The earth,
It's like a egg.
Egg, exactly. It's like an egg. So it's squeezed here and wider here.
Okay.
For that reason, the planet in the poles moves only at 5 to 7 rhythms per second, very slow. But in the center moves at 1765 kilometers per hour.
How much?
1675 kilometers per hour.
Okay.
So it's
Like
a
4
lot.
Bugattis.
Yeah, very fast. And we cannot feel that speed because we have gravity
Yeah.
that keep us on the ground.
Can you imagine if gravity disappears? People from here, Ecuador, they would fly far away. Me from Norway, maybe 2 kilometers. You would go like,
No, we disappear
you would
in
go
space.
boom.
Exactly. But now, this speed produces a magnetical force that the scientists called angular momentum.
Okay.
So grows from the center and goes towards the poles. And constantly collides with winds and water currents in south and winds and water currents in north. And because these forces collide each other,
Okay.
deflects.
Okay.
Come here north, just for a second, and focus in Canada, okay?
Yeah.
If I move the earth,
Yeah.
you are filming, you can realize that Canada is going to your left.
Yeah.
Look, it's going to your left, right?
Yeah.
But now keep filming and now switch south. And now focus in Argentina here.
Goes right. Yeah.
Exactly, because we switch perspectives.
Yeah.
The same happened with the force of the earth.
Okay.
In the south, from America to the south hits Australia. So scientists called cyclones in south.
Okay.
But when goes from America to the north, hits the south of Asia and Japan, so they call typhoons. But when goes from the coast of Africa to the North Atlantic, hits Dominican Republic, Cuba, Mexico, United States. So scientists call tornadoes and hurricanes.
Oh yeah.
Different names for the same storm.
Okay.
The only difference is the deflection.
Okay.
But as I told you before, what happened in the center? Because the core of the earth is like a magnet, pull apart these forces and never cross the center.
Okay.
So that's why in Ecuador, Peru, Colombia, Venezuela, French Guianas, north of Brazil, Gabon, Congo, Uganda, Kenya, Somalia, and Indonesia, these countries never was hit by a hurricane, tornado, typhoon, or cyclone.
Safest.
Safe, exactly.
Okay.
Because of the force that repel.
Yeah.
And this is Coriolis. And here in this museum, we have an objective lesson so you can see clearly how Coriolis works in a biggest space or far from the equator line. Okay? Here we are in the center, so you will see the natural movement in this sink.
Okay.
Does the lips spin?
Pretty much stays. Goes
Goes straight.
centrically. Yeah.
Exactly. So it means that on the Ecuadorian line, there's no Coriolis effect. Okay?
Magia.
The same thing. 3, 2, 1. Now look at the same leaves and tell me what happened. Look at that.
Goes inside also.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Has a little deflection. Let me show you again. I'm going to pull the plug again.
Now it's like a tornado.
Or we can say cyclone because goes clockwise.
Oh yeah, now it's different direction.
Exactly. So look.
Tornado spinning.
Because you have 75% of water in your body.
Yeah. Okay.
Because the planet spins faster,
Yeah.
the centrifugal forces pull your weight to the poles.
Oh yeah, one of the
And
sides.
that's why you feel this wobble movement.
Huh. Let's try.
So try to walk one foot in front of the other with your arms out.
Okay.
Okay, I can help you.
You can
filming
record
you.
me.
You need to leave your head.
Okay.
Leave your head
Like
and
that.
yes, and close your eyes. But you did pretty good.
It doesn't affect me. I'm a Superman.
Chin up.
Yes, so. Wait.
Very nice. Good equilibrium.
You know, I can drink 20 beers and I can still drive my car like I'm sober.
Like
Even
I'm
better.
sober.
Yeah, I can do it.
Wow, you get used to the sobriety test.
This is Slavic genetics. Slavic genetics.
Oh wow.
That's why they send Russians to the moon.
To
you
the-
know. Yeah.
But now let me tell you that not only affect equilibrium,
Okay.
also affect resistance.
Okay.
For example, in Norway,
Yeah.
the gravity of the Earth is 9.84 meters
Okay.
per second square. If we down a little bit to the
Germany.
tropic, to Germany, or let's say Mexico,
Okay.
gravity decreased to 9.81. But now you arrive to Ecuador,
Okay.
the highest part of the Earth. So
Okay.
gravity decreased to 9.79.
Oh yeah.
So you lose 1 kilo of your body weight.
Evo ljudi, ko hoće, ko je pretio, ko je debeo, dođe ovdje i izmršavi kilogram istoga momenta čim je došao u ovaj kraj. Čuli ste čovjeka, rekao čovjek to znanstveno objasnio. Da.
But also, we become weaker.
Weaker.
Because we lose the resistance of the centrifugal force.
Let's say like this, I usually deadlift like 160-70 kilos in the gym. So in here I would be able to do a lot less, like 150, 140.
No, you can do more.
More. So I'm
Because the
stronger in
weights-
here.
Exactly, because the weights lose 1 kilo, but you preserve your strength.
Ovdje bi sa 200 kg trenirali deadlifting, mrtvo dizanje, meni se čini.
Which is your strongest hand?
This one.
Yeah, come here in north.
Okay.
Let's say that here we are in Norway.
Okay.
Put your index and thumb finger together.
Okay.
And do not let me pull apart your fingers.
Okay.
I'm going to use my pinkies.
Okay.
And you can set if I'm pushing harder or not. Am I pushing harder?
It's hard enough.
Yeah, okay. Relax your hands.
Okay.
And you can resist, right?
Okay.
Now, both of us in the neutral area.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Let's do the same thing, okay?
Okay.
Tell me now what happened.
It splits. Let's try again. Come on, try. Let's go again here.
Why is this?
Oh no.
Come on. Hold it. You can feel
Yeah, a lot stronger.
the difference.
Ali ovo stvarno, majke mi, ovo me iznenadilo. Let's go here. Here I'm also strong.
Exactly. Look. And you can see my fingers are hard. But here it means that
Goes
there's
away.
no centrifugal support, and here I can separate you easier.
Ko da su od pudinga, majke mi je. Ovdje, can you have a problem with the boner in here? Can you get it hard on the middle? You know, for a woman, you know, to get hard in here, since you are weak,
I
you know.
don't think so.
Because this was like a pudding, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, so who knows, maybe
Who
maybe you
knows,
wouldn't be able to perform well in here, on the line.
It's easier.
Yeah, you would have to go on one of the sides, one wife in
Maybe
here,
north
the other
and
in
west
here.
and south.
Yes,
You know,
okay.
maybe do you want to do the most popular game here in this museum?
What was that?
Balance the egg in the head of the nail.
I saw that, but I don't have a time, you
And
know.
did you
So
succeed?
no, other people tried. I was just recording. One woman succeeded.
Okay.
Yeah, for like
Maybe
5
you wanna
seconds.
Try maybe just one
Let's
minute?
go, one fast.
Yeah.
One fast.
If you said that you have good genetics, you have a good balance.
Yeah.
Probably here you also can balance the egg. How to succeed? One leg in each side. You are taller, so it's not necessary. Shake the egg to feel the yolk. Okay.
Okay.
And then try to feel the yolk. And if you balance the egg,
Yeah.
I will give you a diploma.
Okay, good.
Come and try.
Okay.
I can help you recording you, so you can use both hands.
Almost.
You see?
Where
It's
is my
possible.
diploma?
Let's go to give you. Give me 5. Very
My
good.
diploma. Yes.
So it's possible. Now, please come with me to give you your certificate because
Okay. How many people succeed in this?
sometimes from a big group, they're 15% of the groups.
15%. I mean, top one. Eso. He told me if I fix the egg down there in the center, he gives me your number. So we go out on a date. Estás perfecto. Vámonos. Vámonos.
Hasta luego.
Okay, so my friend, now it's your turn to write your name.
Yes.
You are an egg master.
Eso. Gracias.
Congratulations, de
Thank you.
nada.
I
You're
go.
welcome.
Thank you. I go to take some photos and I'm
For sure.
disappearing.
Exactly.
Thank you for the help and everything. See you when I come back.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Evo ga, Jojčeko smo ucentrirali. Znači samo 15% ljudi uspije. Jugoš uspio, nema zezancije, on zna kako se sa jajima radi perfektno. Vulkan nam je i dalje ovako lijepo prekriven oblacima. Vidljivost će biti najvjerovatnije ravna nuli, tako da bolje da mi krenemo tamo prema dolje, prema ulasku i da nađemo neki put prema centru. Da se vratimo u odaje i pojedemo nešto. Evo, vratili smo se u selo moje, ljepše od Pariza, taman kad je kiša prestala da pada, i idemo dolje tu sa strane u onaj isti restoran i ja mislim da ću jesti isto, pošto mi se ona piletina sa onim grahom, pasuljom, kako ko već zove, i svim tim veoma sviđa. Tu smo. Evo, mali mi tu kuha nešto, miješa ovo brašno, nešto lijevo desno, to je šećer. Ja ga pitam, eso es cámara. Yo hablar con la gente. Yo hablar contigo, tú tienes mucho blanco aquí. ¿Qué es eso? Azúcar,
Una pizza.
kokaina, pizza. Ja ga zezam da nije koka, da on to lijepo miješa ovako onako. Lijepo je sa djecom se tako malo zezati, šaliti i to je to. Ali još ljepše sa mamama. Da, mama estas aquí, mama. Sí, mama trabajo. Sí. Oh, ayudar, mamá. Sí. ¿Dónde estás, papá? ¿Dónde estás, papá? ¿Ah? Aquí. También, trabajo también. Oh,
Aquí
eso.
está la pizza.
Znači, tata tu pomaže, evo picu mi je napravio, kaže. Tu pomaže tata mami u kuhinji. Znači, nema, ja sam došao samo da jedem, ništa drugo. Ovo, ljudi moji, će da mi pokvari planove. Mokro je, ali nije mokro ono što bi trebalo biti. Signor, viva la vida. Si. Boli njega briga. Come estás? Perfecto.
¿Cómo te fue?
Perfecto. Yo soy poquito sunburned. Poquito. Vámonos. Gelado.
No,
Gelado.
tengo que comprar una camiseta.
¿Qué es eso, camiseta?
T-shirt, I have to buy a t-shirt.
Ah,
Here.
okay. You now
Later.
uno.
Later.
Okay. Heras, we come back.
¿Cómo te fue?
Perfecto.
¿Qué hiciste?
Perfecto.
¿A qué hora fuiste? ¿Cómo fuiste?
Todo, yo buscando todo, original lugar con acurat null altitude, también eso con uno grande monumento, también yo probar eso con egg,
Ah, balance the egg. ¿no?
balance the egg, sí,
Sí hiciste. Yo vi, te dieron
sí,
tu-
yo
tu
tienes
documento.
diploma,
Ajá,
eso,
lo hiciste.
eso, yo puedo caminar, eso también, todo
Ah,
perfecto.
Ajá.
Tu smo u nekoj štampariji gdje prave majice, da napravimo jednu Jugoslav. Moj jedan kolega Miloš mi napravio jednu Jugoslav, hvala ti Miloše, veliki pozdrav za tebe i cijelu familiju. Majice ovdje sa mnom, a sada što se svega tiče, ovo je šećer na kraju, djevojčica. Imamo neki sladoled, uglavnom sa sirom je, prekriveno sa sirom. Ja imam neke tu jagode unutra i neke gluposti. Ona ima isto jagode, sira, svega po redu. Rikta se da bude lijepa za kameru, da vi ljudi kažete kako je lijepa.
No,
Like this.
wait a minute. A ver, ¿qué vamos a comer?
Yo comer tu.
No,
Eso, con beso.
no.
Helado.
¿Con qué?
Con strawberry, con queso, con helado.
Y fresas.
Fresas, con
I crema.
fresas, si. Crema. Creme de la creme.
Ajá.
Cepa i kide, ljudi. Pripreme lizanja i trening je skoro u tijeku. Vamonos, provar. Me gusta.
How do you like it? Good?
Me gusta, ¿estás bien?
Let's take a picture.
Ajde, nije loše ovo. Pazi, grabim, cepam, kidam. Ovo je malo drugačiji sir, drugačija vrsta sira, ali natrpano, vidite, sve se to razilazi, pada van. Da roknemo malo jagode.
¿En qué hablas?
Describo eso.
No, ¿en qué?
In kje? In Croatian? Jagode su malo kisokaste, ali nema veze. Idemo na posao. Ovo što slijedi nije za kameru. Tako da, ljudi moji, vidimo se drugom prilikom.
Hola.
Hasta luego.
Chao.
Ćao, Bela.
Besos.
Besos.